Hello, my name is Bess and welcome to your Wello break. This is your time to have a little 5-minute break in the day, just like you would if you were having a tea break, going for a walk, perhaps doing some breathing exercises. A chance to rebalance your mind. You're spending all the time during the day making decisions, solving problems, thinking strategically maybe, that left-hand side of your brain gets an awful lot of overwork. So if we think creatively, if we use the right-hand side of our brain, it helps us to look at things in a different way. So let's give it a go. Today's drawing is only going to take about 5 minutes. You need something to draw on and something to draw with. You can just use a post-it note and a pen. It doesn't need to be a large sheet like this. We're going to start off by drawing a circle. Now, to draw a good circle, spin your arm around or your hand around until you feel like you've got that nice movement. Then pop your pen down and draw your circle. Things are much easier than you think sometimes. All right, we're going to divide this circle now with a backwards S. So I'm going to start at the top. It's going to go out and around and back under. An image will start to emerge that probably you're familiar with, and that's great. Let's start on the right-hand side. We're going to cut the this side in half by using a line, and we're going to do a semicircle above that line. Now I'm going to colour that semicircle in. And then we're going to do another semicircle below as a reflection, but just using straight lines like that. On this side, we're going to just put a little kind of rocky headland, and the same perhaps on this side. And now I'm going to do a couple of palm trees straight up for the trunks like this. And then don't be too precious, but put in some palm tree fronds. Couple each side, just like that. And then let's put in the rays from our setting sun or our sunrise, and I'm just straight lines all the way to the edge of that shape. Of course, if this is a reflection in water, then we can just add a couple of ripples to illustrate water, maybe a couple of birds in the sky. So that's that side done. What about the opposite side? Well, before we do that, we're going to divide this shape in half. We're going to start at the top of the S, and we're going to get wider as we get to the bottom. Then we're going to put in a centre line. This is a dotted line, and of course it represents a road. And this is your road ahead. Perfect for our ACQ. Now on this side of our picture, we're going to put in some mountains. Put in as many as you want to, and you can add snow if you want on the top of the mountains, like that. We're going to put a moon in the sky. This is our day, this is our night. And from these mountains, we're going to have another little windy road. So it looks like this road is obviously part of the same journey. Now, if you're feeling that little bit extra and you want to go ahead, why don't we put in a little car or a little RACQ truck? I'm just doing a square there, followed by a rectangle for the back of the truck, and then a couple of little wheels. So our little truck is on the journey, on the road. And to make it look a little bit more like an alpine, mountainous area, we ought to put in some fir trees, some conifers. So I'm just going to scribble down some trees down the side. A couple of stems, maybe one here as well. They're kind of like little triangles. Well, like Christmas trees, you know what they look like. And one more here. Now, like I said, this is day, this is night. So I'm going to put in some little dots for stars. Make my round moon a bit round. And then we're going to colour in the background. And as I colour in the background, leaving those little circles that I've done as stars and going around my moon, we're going to talk about what it is we've drawn. Now, hopefully you've started to see a familiar picture emerge, which is, of course, the yin and yang, the old Chinese symbol of yin and yang, which symbolizes harmony. And in the harmony, you've got the light and the dark. And just like life, there are periods of darkness. Of course there are. There are periods when we're going to have things that are hard work, makes you feel like you're going up and down mountains sometimes, things that are in turmoil, whether it's work or at home. And navigating that definitely can be a challenge. But just like any journey, the road does come to an end at some point. And at the end of that long winding road, at the end of a long dark day, the sun's going to rise into a new morning. And just like the yin and yang, the positive and the negative, one exists with the other symbiotically. Now, I'm not saying that your life necessarily is like that, but having an appreciation, having an understanding of the balance, the yin and the yang of life, helps you to feel and reach out for that harmony. So if you've had a stressful day, doing an exercise like this to calm your mind, going for a walk out in nature to calm your mind, breathing exercises, or perhaps just laughter, it's going to help heaps, hey? And we don't know how things are going to change as we move forward, but what we do know is that we can do things like this to help. So I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've got a lovely picture today, which show the contrary forces of the yin and yang. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.